Well, it's time for the Texas Bucket List Burger of the Week. And this week we're in Bluffdale, on top of a bluff, at a burger joint with some fancy burgers. We're at Jaspers Cafe. Smack dab between Stephenville and Granbury sits this grandiose grill on a small hill. And it's a place to get your fill.
The food is worth the stop.
Jaspers is way different.
I'm about to pop.
Life is full of experience.
John Lenz got the home fires burning on the hillside after a serendipitous trip with his horses to a local ranch.
While we're at the clinic just 2.5 miles from here, we have to drive back and forth to the hotel, and here's this little place perched on this hill here. Been empty for 2 years, kind of run down, you know, and we took a look at it and we thought, this is a great opportunity. This is beautiful.
So John and his wife took a chance and moved from Medford, Oregon to see if they could repeat the success they had at their burger boutique in the great Northwest.
I don't have to focus too much on veggie burgers down here.
They've got some berserk burgers, but here it's all about the meat. And that doesn't necessarily mean beef.
The wild game has historically always been our forte, and it's attracted a lot of attention.
Because that's a big thing out here for all the hunters.
With the exotic meats and the stuff that's available, I think that's where people are like, hey, I'm gonna go check this out.
I haven't tried all of them yet, but I'm going down the list, I think.
You know, a lot of folks are afraid of wild game meats because they're either not experienced with them or they've had a bad experience with them or whatever. So they're sometimes hesitant to try it.
While you can always get a beefy burger here,
But I went with the basic, awesome, regular hamburger.
you can always opt for something different.
We have the New Zealand axis deer, we have the free-range bison, the free-range elk, we have wild boar, Kobe. We bring in that beautiful heartland beef. It's a Kobe Wagyu, Texas Wagyu. We use that as well. And those are unique meats.
They're different, but they're so good.
Get out of the box, try something new.
Well, I'm game to try game.
You want to do your Wild Blue Yonder?
What's the Wild Blue Yonder?
Man, does it taste good. Oh, yeah.
Anything that can garner that sort of response is worth rubbing on.
That one did make your eyes roll, though.
Well, yeah.
Always looking for that burger that has the wow factor.
John's stepson Joe prepared us for wild meat roulette.
And what kind of meat are we using today?
This is going to be buffalo for this burger.
Buffalo?
Yeah, so that's where we get the wild part of the name.
A thick patty of beautiful bison hits the burner.
You can definitely tell it's much leaner. It's beautiful meat.
Yes.
Next comes the blue part of the burger, and it starts with Parmesan.
The tricky part of this burger is going to be the fried or grill fried cheese crisp that you're throwing on the top. So
this is making the Wild Blue Yonder here.
Yes, so the way I do it is I need to get the Parmesan down first.
That's a layer of Parmesan.
Yeah, I gotta get a nice crisp on there because if I try and put blue cheese on the grill, it just mushes right out.
Everywhere.
A separate patty made of hash browns, jalapenos, and corn, known as a tumbleweed, gets fried up, while blue cheese hits the top of the Parmesan.
So who accidentally put Parmesan cheese and blue cheese on a grill one day and went, oh, what's this taste like? Oh my God.
That would have been me. I was.
The toasted bun gets layered with sriracha cream cheese, green leaf lettuce, tomatoes, and huckleberry onions.
Doesn't quite have that strong onion flavor to it, but
Kind of changes up the profile.
yeah, it really does.
Paint the perfect sky.
Man,
You can just plop that right onto that burger.
never seen anything like that before. That's amazing.
Yep.
And we're ready for takeoff. Well, we will go ahead and take out that toothpick in the middle of the Wild Blue Yonder. Take a gander at the Wild Blue Yonder. Relish in the beauty of the Wild Blue Yonder. Sit and ponder in the Wild Blue Yonder as my stomach is crumbling because of the Wild Blue Yonder. My mind is wandering off into the Wild Blue Yonder. I don't have to imagine. I can just go for a flight. With untamed flavors running wild along the plains of my palate, it is perfect.
Wow.
Everyone has something special about it.
Talk about Texture Town.
You can taste every ingredient on that burger.
Well, the first thing that stands out is the flavor. As soon as you bite into it, you get a little bit of the spice from the sriracha, but then you get into the blue cheese, which obviously overpowers a lot of things. And then the more you chew, the more everything starts mixing in together, making an incredible flavor. And when you get to the onions, there's only one thing you can say. I'm your Huckleberry.
People fall into patterns or stale patterns in regards to food.
The texture is what really takes you out there. You got that creamy sriracha cream cheese, then you go into the crunchy tumbleweed, into the burger, and finally you finish off with that blue cheese Parmesan mix. And as you chew, everything starts coming together nicely, and at the very end, you get a little bit of that burnt Parmesan cheese. I don't know what it is about burnt cheese, but it is awesome.
The first time I got one, I just had a half because I'm thinking, just in case I really don't like it, but I just scarfed it all down.
Powerful, pretty, and pleasing to the palate.
These are Epicurean burgers. I mean, they don't get any better than this kind of burger right here.
Well, if you ever want to take a flight into the Wild Blue Yonder for a tasty burger here in Texas, Jaspers out in Bluff Dale is well worth a stop on the Texas bucket list.